Hello and welcome. This is Too Good Health Coaching, and what we are going to be talking about today is the virtual health coach internship opportunity. And we're excited to have you on because we feel like we have something really great, and we would love to invite you to be a part of it. But my name is Dr. Charles Barrage, and I am the owner of Too Good Health Coaching. And with me is Miss Joanna Kohler, and she is a health coach here at Too Good Health Coaching. So again, welcome. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so who are you and why are you here? Now, we are assuming that you are someone who's fitness and wellness minded. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be watching this presentation right now. We're also assuming that you're someone who lives a healthy lifestyle, or maybe someone who aspires to live that healthy lifestyle that will inspire other people to do the same. We're also assuming that perhaps you are a people person. It's really hard to be in this business and not be a people person, or at least to be successful in this business, right? And we also are assuming that you may be someone who is considering starting your own fitness or nutrition or health coaching business. For us, that's exciting because that's really who we are looking for, people who are interested in launching out and doing their own thing eventually. And it may not be to where you're ready at this point, but eventually we'd love for you to get to that point. And we certainly want to help you to do that. Are you someone who loves people? And again, we are assuming that. And we're also assuming that you want to make a difference in people's lives. And again, that's exciting to us because that's our whole aim, goal, and mission is to do that. All right, so continue on. Keep watching this presentation. If you're excited to learn how you can earn a great part-time or full-time income with us, and we are very excited to show you all the opportunities that are in front of you. So stick with us on this presentation, and you're going to learn exactly how that can happen with Too Good Health Coaching. Continue on if you've ever envisioned yourself owning something that's your very own. I know particularly in this day and age, that's very appealing to a lot of people. There's a lot of entrepreneurial minded people out there. And some of you on this presentation may be that way. And again, that's exciting to us. We love working with people who have vision, drive, passion for helping others and for building something that's their very own. If you love the idea of working as part of a team, we would love to talk more about that with you because for us, it's all about team. And for us, we feel like we can accomplish so much more when we work together than we can if we're just on our own, the Lone Ranger type of situation. And to be honest with you, there's lots of people that are in that situation. They're kind of on their own island. And we just feel like there's so much more that can be accomplished when you are willing to work as part of a team and that synergy that creates. All right. And then continue on if you're willing to do the work, because this will be work, to become a great coach and someone who really can inspire and just get people excited about what it is that you're doing. All right, now stop watching this, okay? If you're not necessarily health conscious, or if you're not really willing to start living a healthy lifestyle, if that's you, then this isn't going to be a good fit, to be honest with you, because part of what you need to do in this profession, in this business, is to be able to not just tell people what to do, but to show them what to do when it comes to living a healthy lifestyle, losing weight, or being able to just reach significant milestones in their health and wellness journey. Okay? If you're desperately looking for a job or something that's going to help you to pay your bills, this will not be a good situation for you because obviously this is not a paid type of internship. This is an internship where you actually are going to get to learn. You're going to get to grow in your skills. So we're going to do all the things that you want. But what we're hoping for is that you will put in the time and the effort to learn these things so that you can, again, launch out and do your own thing. So this is not some company where you'll just have a paid type of situation. So from that perspective, we just want you to be aware of that. If you're looking to only do the minimum amount of work, such as maybe, how some people go and punch a clock, and they just want to get some money to be able to do some of the things that they want to do in life, this is probably not going to be a good fit for you either. If you're not coachable, and you're not willing to implement some of the strategies that we're going to be teaching you, if you're not willing to implement the plan that we put together for you to carry out, to become that great coach or to become that great business owner, then this probably isn't going to be a good fit for you either. Okay? And then obviously, if you don't like people, then certainly we shouldn't go much further than this slide. All right, so who are we? You probably have been wondering that. And so what I want to do is introduce myself to you. My name is Charles Barrage, and I am a husband and father, as you can see, my beautiful family. We love the Lord, and we love helping people. My wife, who you see in the pictures there, she is also a team member with Too Good Health. And if we move on in this process, you'll get a chance to meet her. And then you can see my two wonderful kids who are now, I think, let's see, one's getting ready to turn 14 and the other one is 11. And they are very great kids and they keep us hopping for sure. I've had over 25 years in the industry, dating back to obviously when I started as an undergraduate in this field and got my undergraduate degree as a fitness specialist. But even before that, I have been, interested in health and fitness and sports and all these things. Probably my most defining moment came when I was 15 and I was a skinny little kid. And I was in high school and I was trying to play football. And so I thought in the summer of my 15th year that I needed to get bigger. So my mother bought me one of those DP Track 20s, and you probably don't even remember the DP Track 20, but it was a little bit of like a universal gym and allowed you to do some resistance training, and it had the weight stacks on it. And man, I love that thing. And I beat it into the ground too. I mean, I got obviously, and the weight stacks are usually limited. So you get to the point where you can lift the whole weight stack and then you're like putting people on it and you're putting all kinds of stuff on there to get more weight. Well, that was me when I was 15. And so it was funny because that was really when I got a passion for fitness. I just loved it. I just loved working out. And I grew up in Philadelphia. And so, in the row homes. And so all my friends would come by and I had this in my basement. So they would always knock on my back door to come in and work out. So I put office hours on the door. And so I called it Charlie's Gym and I put little office hours on there so they could come by just when I was working out. And so we had fun with it. But I say all that to say that's really when I got excited about fitness and nutrition. And that's really what kind of paved the way for me when I graduated high school. I wanted to stay in the field. I wanted to do the thing that I was so excited about. And so for me, that's kind of what happened. And so I went to college, got several degrees there, all geared around fitness and nutrition, kinesiology. And as you can see, some of the other things I've had the opportunity to do with those degrees and that experience. I've been a personal trainer, so I've lived that life and I know what that's like. I've been a coach. I've coached volleyball, basketball. Those are probably my two favorites to coach is volleyball and basketball. And I've also coached track and field, which is another favorite of mine. And so I've enjoyed coaching as well. I was a weight management consultant. So I worked obviously with people who needed to lose weight. I guess it was men and women and from all walks of life. So I had an opportunity to do that. Sports nutrition specialist, fitness and wellness director. I worked for the YMCA for a number of years. as a fitness and wellness director. And also, I've been a fitness business owner, which I love. I mean, that's my passion really, is to own something that's mine, and be able to create something that will give me just the satisfaction of being able to do that and be able to impact so many lives. But also to be able to help others to do the same, which is why we're here today talking to you. I've also had a radio show. I really enjoyed the radio show. Me and my wife had a radio show for 3 years, and we did that on Saturday mornings, and it was called the Too Good Health Show. We had so much fun with that, and actually, I think we have some audio on one of our websites. You may or may not be able to see that, but if you're ever interested, love to share those with you. And then also currently, I work as a college professor at a university here in North Georgia, and I'm definitely enjoying that. Still being able to give back to the field, to the profession, and at the same time being able to have my own fitness business that I'm running as well. So that is me. I'm going to turn it over to Joanna. Joanna, you still there?
I'm here. Hey guys, I'm excited to meet y'all, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself. I am a wife and a mom. You can see my family there, my two boys, and we also love the Lord. And my background, I have a master's degree in nutrition, and most of my experience has been in food service, but I do have a little brief period of time where I was doing some nutrition counseling, individual counseling with people. I've worked in all kinds of um, areas in the food service world. I've done conference centers and elementary, high school food service. I've worked at a university in their food service. I've also been a personal chef, so I have a lot of experience kind of in that world. And just I've had a love for cooking and for food and nutrition ever since I was a little girl. My mom let me get in the kitchen and at 10 years old and just start playing around in there. And by the time I was in high school, I was cooking a lot of our family meals just because I really enjoyed it and it was helpful to my mom, who was working and would get home late at night. And so it was helpful to just already have some food on the table. And so because of that love of like just figuring out how to create meal plans and balance meals and stuff, when I went to college, I enrolled in the dietetics program and then went on to get my master's in that. And I've also been a college professor, teaching basic nutrition courses to undergraduate students, and that's been really fun. And I love to run and to work out, and so health and wellness, exercise, all of that's been kind of a passion of mine for a long time as well.
Great. Thanks, Joanna. Appreciate that. All right. So, what is our story, right? And again, you're here to listen to the Too Good Health virtual coaching opportunity as far as an internship for you. But I wanted to give you a little bit more of a background about our company, just so you can see where we came from and where we're going. Okay. So, in 2007, and actually, this is after my wife and I moved here from the Philadelphia area. We moved here in 2006, and we opened Too Good Health in 2007. And the goal, and for whatever reason, our goal has always been to help women to get fit, get healthy, get well. And so when we started, we really helped folks to do all these things through education programs. I would go and speak to different groups, in our local area. Again, I mentioned to you about the fact that we had our radio show. I think that was always a big thing for us, is to be able to educate people. And me being an educator, I just felt a call to that. And so I felt like that was what I wanted to do with my life. And so from that perspective, we did a lot of education within the local community and got involved in the local chambers of commerce and things like that. But we also help people with their fitness goals. And at some point, we felt like we wanted to go beyond that, and which is when about 4 years later, we were able to open our own fitness facility. And you can kind of see at the time we were in a gymnastics facility here in Georgia, and you can kind of see a bunch of the ladies that we were serving. Um, they would come, we would come. There would be gymnastics classes going on in the day, and then at some point it would transition, and we would come in, and our program would start um, from there. And actually, that was in I would say 2010 is when we had that going at the local gymnastics facility. And then at some point, we kind of outgrew the space. It was just the program got to be too large, and so we ended up in 2011 opening our own facility, which could accommodate multiple classes and obviously large groups of ladies as well. Okay, so that's what happened to us as we kind of got started. And then at the same time, we had our radio show going, and we were just having a big impact with the radio show in our local area. And then at some point, we got to the place where we wanted to expand a little bit from just our typical business walls. And we hired a team of trainers to work for us. And then what happened is we were able to begin things like boot camp programs in the local schools. So we had several contracts with local schools where we would come in and we would work with their teachers. And this was an after school type of program. And so we had several of those going on at the same time as we were running our own fitness facility. So it got to be a pretty large venture for us. And but one of the issues that we experienced, even though we kind of had all this success, is it took a toll on us. Obviously, it took a toll on our family life because at the time, and I think I just mentioned to you, our daughters are now 14 and 11. Well, if you go back 7 years, they were 7 and 5 or 7 and 4. So they were definitely at a place where we really struggled with one, taking them with us to work every evening, and having them just be there with us as we ran this business. And two, also just not having the time for them, like in the evenings, especially in the evenings, because that's where we did a lot of our work as far as our training sessions, education, all that. A lot of that happened in the evening around our clients' schedules. And so it got to take a huge toll on us and on our family life. And for us, family life was everything. And that was kind of the reason why we got into this, so that we could create that freedom for our family, that we could enjoy each other. And during that season of life, it just wasn't happening the way that we envisioned it happening. So we did make the tough decision to close down our business. And obviously, we took care of our clients. It was one of those things where we had trainers who were willing to carry it forward, but they had to carry it forward without us. Okay, so I just wanted to give you that background because I think it's important to know, to give you some context as far as why we're here today. All right, so what about you, right? And chances are you've got a job and you've got a family that you are taking care of and you're trying to provide for. Um, there's a good chance with that family and that job comes a hectic and exhausting lifestyle, which I totally get that. And I've been there, and it's not fun for sure. Okay. But at the same time, you have a great desire to help people, but maybe you just don't quite know where to start, right? You just have this desire, this lingering desire, this nagging thought in you that you want to do more, right? There's something more that's there for you. And perhaps you realize that you're trading hours for dollars, which is exactly what we were doing in our fitness business, not realizing it at the time. We were trading hours for dollars because when we were at the facility training people or educating people or doing our weight loss programs, we were making money, but If we didn't open up the doors, then we weren't making money. And that's what we call trading hours for dollars. If you want to work, if you're going to be there, you make the money. If you're not going to be there, you don't. And what that does is that makes things like vacations, it makes them very difficult, right? And it makes being able to create that ideal lifestyle that you want, the thing that you envision being able to do, it makes that more challenging as well. And so perhaps also you're ready to make some changes in your life. Maybe you're seeing where things are and maybe you don't like where they're going. And you want to do something different. You want to branch out and challenge yourself, get out of your comfort zone, and be able to make some changes and start enjoying your life again and creating some of that freedom that you've always wanted. And so perhaps that's you, and you just need some of that guidance and mentoring and support. Well, that's what we're here for. All right, so what is our solution? We are, again, a 100% virtual women's weight loss program, okay? We help coach women as far as their eating. We help coach them as far as their habits and their behaviors centered around eating and lifestyle. And we also help women to get fit and healthy. So we basically coach them in lots of different areas of their life, things that will influence and affect their ability to live a healthier life and lose weight that they so desperately want to lose. Again, we are exclusive to women. We help busy moms and other women get in the best shapes of their lives. So we do focus on the busy mom because we know that there's so many of them out there that need help. They're so used to helping others, helping their kids, their husbands, other family members, friends, and then they just kind of lose track of the fact that they've got to take care of themselves as well. So for us, we do this through the weight loss coaching, and then we also provide them with a vegan, gluten, and toxin-free nutrition line that really helps to it helps to accelerate, it helps to complement and supplement what they're doing with their diets and their coaching. All right, so Joanna, maybe you can tell them a little bit about how our program works.
Sure. So when someone comes to our website, we invite them to have a conversation. They can, you know, contact us through a contact button, and then we'll get on the phone with them and find out if they're a good fit for our program. And once we get them enrolled, then we connect them into our weekly group coaching calls. We currently have 2 of those going on right now, so they can tune into one or the other. And we in those group coaching calls, we have like a little mini educational piece that we do with them each week. It's like a structured thing. So those calls will be exactly the same. They'll learn the same information in that weekly call. We give them chances to interact with our coaches. The coach sits on the call, and they can ask them questions, and so it's like a time for them to also kind of network with the other ladies that are going through the program as well. And we also have like a Facebook group as well where they can connect with the other ladies in the group throughout the week. And we, in addition to these group calls, we have a 26-week coaching curriculum, an automated curriculum that they go through. And so this is sent directly to their inbox every week. So they can, when they open their email, they can access that lesson at their leisure and go through that. And while they're going through the program, we hold them accountable, we support them, we mentor them, we ensure that they are getting what they need, that they're progressing through the program. And in addition to these things, we have some apps that we use. So that's really nice. For example, we use like My PT Hub, which gives them a place to have access to meal plans. It gives them some exercise routines that they can access, so they have some guidance on exercise they can be doing. It's a place where they can go and log in their food that they're eating, to kind of keep track of how they're doing with that, log their exercise, and some different other options of logging things that they coach use. So that's an example of one of the kind of apps that we're using. They have access to us through the telephone and through email, through the website. We have a website that we use as well. And so they're not out there on their own. We're walking through it with them, and we provide personal touches as well. It's not just so automated that it's not personal. And so that's just kind of how that program is run. All right, so this is not your typical internship. So how do you fit into this? So that's kind of what Too Good Health does. What does our internship look like? It's going to be different than what you might think. Most companies are looking for cheap labor. And so they just bring you on board, and you may or may not learn something. You probably will do the hands-on experience, but maybe not what you thought. And we don't have a vision like that at all. What we are doing with this program, we have a 16-week internship that is focused exclusively on educating and training you on what you want to learn, which is how to start your own business. So you'll get to come in, see how we do it, and kind of use that, take whatever pieces of that you would like and apply them to your own business. And in addition to these, just seeing what we do, there'll be like a course curriculum that each week we will have a specific lesson that you'll have like 2 weeks to kind of work through. And there's a weekly coaching call that everyone in the course will be able to get onto this conference call, and we can have some kind of like feedback and interaction, and have some extra educational time as well there. And so 12 weeks of the 16 weeks will be like lessons and coursework, and then there'll be 4 weeks of a project where you'll actually get to start planning out what you would want your business to look like. And so it'll just be, you'll have all the tools from the previous 12 weeks to kind of apply to that, and just let your project kind of flourish and blossom and turn into, give you whatever your imagination can come up with. Ultimately, our goal would be from this internship to launch you into your very own coaching business. And with this, the opportunities are endless for you. You can, like I said, whatever you can imagine or dream of, whatever you think you might want to see a business like, this will give you a chance to kind of work through those ideas and have someone alongside you who can say, yeah, that will work, or no, that may not work. And so we would do that through personal mentoring and training. You'll have support. And at the end, you'll have a chance to try it out, and we will walk through that with you. We're going to help you launch. You don't have to go off on your own to try that, but you will have us at your back, at your side to help you in whatever ways that we can help you. So if you need just to get on the phone and talk with us, or whatever way we can be assistance. And this is your chance to finally build the future you've always dreamed of. If you've been dreaming of starting your own business, but you just don't know how, hopefully by the end of this internship, you'll feel equipped, that you will know what it will take, and that you'll have the knowledge, the skills, the tools necessary. And as a bonus, you get to become part of our family, our team, and so you'll not have to go it alone. So what you'll learn as a coach, you will learn how to coach real clients. You will learn how our coaching business is run, like I said. So the back of the house, everything that we do, we will teach you those different things and how to get started on that. You will learn how to open your own virtual coaching business step by step through the 12-week course, and how to create a financial income freedom you've always dreamed of. So the internship experience itself, this is going to cover a variety of topics, but everything that you would need to know. So how to set up a business, how to organize it, pricing of what you want to sell, how to market the business so that you can get people to even hear about your business, your branding, because that's such an important thing these days, is to have your own kind of brand that sets you apart and makes it clear who you are and what it is that you're trying to do. Um, you will learn how to conduct a coaching session, um, some basic nutrition and fitness skills. If you don't have a background in it, then it's good to have some basic skills that you can use when you're conducting that coaching session. Um, you're going to learn, like it says, how to grow your own team, leadership and development, just a whole host of things in those 12 weeks. And in addition to that, we've got the topics that we'll cover, and we'll give you all kinds of tools to go along with that. But in addition, we're going to give you an opportunity for hands-on creating your own ideas with the project of creating your own business plan. So what is your investment? Um, well, it's not going to be a huge investment from you. There's going to be no charge for the internship. All of the education, the setup, the training is free of charge. The mentoring and the resources throughout the program, and as you launch out into your own business, is free. We're not charging for that as well. So the only piece that has a price associated with it is the virtual nutrition business kit, which is $79 plus tax and shipping. And this we're going to talk about in more in depth in a couple of slides, but this is just where we are just asking you all to, we have what is called Arbonne, a company called Arbonne that we use their nutrition line for our clients. And so we can, if we see a client that has a need, to say that we feel like they need a vitamin supplement, or they're working out and it would help them to have like a shake in between meals that would kind of help them get to the next meal, but would provide them some good nutrition, those types of things. They have quite an expensive line. And so when we see a client that has a need, we can offer this to them. And so like I said, we'll cover this a little bit more in depth, but just to give you an idea of what the virtual nutrition business kit is. It comes from Arbonne. So what's the risk to you? There is zero risk to you. Since everything is free of charge, we give you everything you need to succeed, and you get the opportunity to start your own coaching business. So it's worth taking a chance to see if you can succeed at that. So the keys to your own virtual nutrition business as well, like we were talking about just on the last slide. This is something that you can take with you when the program is over and continue to use that in your own business or with the people around you, offering them the products that are sold through Arbonne. And so on this, you earn commissions on all of the nutrition products that you sell. Through Arbonne, you will earn those commissions. And so it gives you a chance to earn a little bit of money without having to put out a lot of money to get started. So let's get that piece a little bit more in depth. So the virtual nutrition business, like I said, is Arbonne International. These are pure ingredients that combine the best of nature with the latest research regarding chemicals and things like that. These nutrition products specifically provide a way to just start living a healthy life that some people just really struggle to get off the ground. So it gives them a place to get started. All of their products are vegan and gluten-free. And so as I was getting into a few minutes ago, just a little bit, why do Arbonne? Like I said, sometimes your clients would benefit from some sort of a supplement or something that would just help them to get through the weight loss process a little easier. Or if they're working out quite a bit and they can use the extra calories, those types of things. So you could send them to the store with whatever it is you're trying to suggest for them. But with Arbonne, the benefit is that you can ensure that the quality of the product is good. So you know that what they're purchasing isn't going to be just junk, but these products are good. They provide convenience for you and the client. You're not having to do a bunch of research to find out what products are good. You're not having to research products they bring into you and say, well, I'm taking this, and then you have to research it and try to find out, well, is this good or bad? But you just already know these products are good, and you can just be behind it and support it and not have to worry. And then the other thing is that, like I said a little bit earlier, it gives you the opportunity to make a little extra money off commissions of what they purchase. So when you send them to the store and they buy this product, you don't earn anything for your recommendation. But if you recommend it through Arbonne, then you'll earn some commissions off of what you've recommended. And in addition, this will help you build leverage and brings in some passive income into your business.
All right, so is this opportunity right for you? Okay, now I imagine that you've kind of heard a lot since we've started this presentation, and at this point, what we are envisioning is that you would be excited about what you've heard, just the opportunity to have your own coaching business that helps multiple people in a virtual type of format. And not only that, but you get to learn all this. You get to get the skills and the education and the support and the mentoring, all these things at no cost to you. And you then get the opportunity to launch out, right? You get to launch out, start your own career in health and wellness, and you have the support, okay? So if that's you, I mean, if you've been considering something like this and you just didn't know what was possible, you didn't know how to get started, well, here you are listening to this presentation, looking at what we have to say, and I truly hope that you are getting excited about the possibilities of working with us, okay? So if you're looking to make change, if where you are is not necessarily where you envision yourself in 5 and 10 years, if you see yourself doing something like this, where you can inspire people to live a healthier life, you can encourage friends and family with their own health and wellness journey, and you would like to benefit from the coaching and the mentoring and the support that we provide to you at no charge to you, then to me, this would be perfect for you, because this is exactly what our aim is. We'll give you everything that we have to make you successful. All right, so imagine finally being able to build your ideal life that you've always dreamed about as a virtual health coach. This is important, I think, because if you've ever been in fitness, if you've ever been in the nutrition field or the wellness field, you realize that a lot of those business models are built on a face-to-face type of format or methodology. And this is very different. This is a different animal from that. This is one that we imagine being able to help people, right? You bring that passion to helping people through fitness and nutrition, but you are not bound to the one-on-one coaching sessions or the one-on-one personal training sessions. Those are things that you don't have to do in this virtual format. And that's huge, because that's how we were able to create that time freedom that we've been looking for. That's how we've been able to build something that helps multitudes of people, and yet it's not costing us our time with our families. It's not costing us, time away from home. It's not requiring a significant time investment from us to do this. That's the key. And I think that would be something that would really excite you about this. And not only that, again, imagine just being a part of a caring and dedicated team, such as Too Good Health Coaching. Joanne and I guarantee you that as part of this team, you will get the type of support that you've always envisioned, or the type of support that you never thought was available to you. That's what we will provide for you in this internship opportunity. All right, so are you excited yet? If you are, okay, then again, we do want to thank you for watching this presentation. We realize that it took your time to do that, so thank you for taking the time to do this. And again, if you're excited about working with us, again, you see yourself making a huge impact in the lives of lots of women or men, depending upon your vision, and you just want to help people get on their journey to weight loss, health, better wealth, better, just a better way of living, then we would see you, we would be very excited to see you take the next step. Okay. And if you see virtual coaching as a way you can do this, then please reach out to us. Let's connect. Below this presentation is a request a call button. You can see that below. And all we ask you to do is click on that button. And once you do that, you'll have an opportunity to let us know of your interest in this virtual internship. And as soon as we get your notification, we will reach right back out to you, myself or Joanna, and we will get you started. And again, what our goal is to answer any questions that you have, make sure you're comfortable with everything that you've heard today, and make sure that this is going to be an ideal fit for you. Okay, because we want you to feel good about this opportunity that we're providing. Okay, so that's what we're hoping to do on that call when you reach out to us. Okay, so we are at the end of our presentation. We are again thankful for you to join us. And Joanna, anything you want to say before we head out?
No, just thanks for taking the time to listen. We hope to connect with you.
Great. All right. So we will see you on the other side. God bless and have a good day.